Hello and welcome to another day's video. And the reason is I got cat put down my cat put down last week, last week, and the cat was very sick for a long time, and I brought him to the vet, got him checked up, everything, put him on medication, done everything best I can. Me me my type of favourite cat that got put down last week, because the vet said to be better off putting him down, because I was told that he was in pain and he wasn't going to live any longer than further. So he could have died over the next day, the day after. It got put down last week. One of my favourite cats. So closest cat I ever have, and I felt kind of very sad and devastated when it was after he was getting put down. So I do miss him anyway. So, and the last video I put up, I think it was yesterday before, and I got a new little kitten, new little friend. So I was went to the home, and then they went to the rescue home. They were looking for any person who wants a cat. There, cats are looking for home. So I got the one that I done the last video with. So the little picture I have is a little circle thing on my Gmail account. Is a little circle thing, and that's the one, and that's the cat that was put down since last week. So I do miss this cat. I do miss him. So it's the closest cat I ever had. So he was put down last week. So he couldn't live any longer. So the vet. That's what the vet told me. So still kind of miss him anyway. So just wondering why is the circle change. I'll be Gmail account around the circling. That's the picture of the cat that I put up. So that's what I did. So let's move on to the next story. Let's move on to the next story about this area, and this is in Tallaght, Killinarden, and where these houses is, they're kind of 3-bedroom house, 2 separate front bedrooms, and 1 big back bedroom and bathroom. Upstairs 3-bedroom and 1 bathroom, and downstairs a kitchen, hallway, sitting room, terrace home. I actually lived in one of them myself. Before that was about the last time I moved out, about 37 years ago. I moved out of this estate. That's the area I lived in, and with the street lights here, the street lamps there, and it's all over Killinarden State. And quite honestly, this house there, the back wall, that's kind of 4-bedroom house. You notice, because you notice there's the chimney the rest goes that way. That's the 4-bedroom. And that's just a 3-bedroom, because the chimney's straight that way and that way. That's just, rest is 3-bedroom. And there's the other one, another 4-bedroom house, because you know there's a chimney that way, going the opposite way, and not like this way. This way, the chimney's that way. That means it's a 3-bedroom. That has to be the back bedroom there, and this has to be the bathroom, kitchen window down the bottom, and the patio door in the kitchen. And that's your landing window. And you have the ventilation. You have these kind of ventilations on the roofs, on the back roofs, coming from the bathroom, feeding down through the attic. So it's up that way where I used to live, and that one's just along here. There's the parkway. There's a little river stream there over to Jobstown, Killinarden, and that's where I lived there one time ago when I lived there. So let's talk about the street lights in the area. Let's talk about street lamps, and these ones here, these are new LED fixtures. I can get closer to get a look at what type of LED fixtures are they. I didn't get a chance to look up on the Google, see what they are, because sometimes I do be very busy. It's not only that I do be busy. I'm not the street lamp or light around. I do be doing something else different. So that's what kept me busy to get around to do the chance tonight, because I'm not busy anyway, because I'm doing nothing, because it's not even a thing on the telly tonight. So that's what I'd rather just do a document about this area. This is where I lived before I grew up. Now, when I was living up there, these overall, it's totally different up there that time. Look at how different it is now, the stage, because these street lamps here, and this there's another one here. These type of new LED lanterns. I don't know what ones it is called, because I will get a photo and go into a photo Google, see what these are. These LED lanterns, because these column poles, they were put in about 23 years ago in this area. Same with that one over there and over there. These columns were put in, so they were actually first them columns were put in. There's a column door on the top of the lamp, where the lamp is. First they took that, for the installing that, there was a Beta 2's 55 watt socket fixture. Beta 2's, Tom Beta 2's used to be on that. They took them and removed the Tom Beta 2's and placed in these new LED lanterns. Now I'm going to bring you up here, and there's the fields, and I actually lived over here along there. In one of these houses along there, I actually lived over there. And there's the mountains up the back of me, the back of Dublin mountains, Tallaght mountains. It's just right up the back of me. And let's come around here. And let's come around here. And this is Knockmore Park, Killinard. So I'll bring you up here. So sometimes it's the computer, it does, so it's moving anyway. I'm actually on my PC laptop, so I just thought I had a chance to do it. And there's another old street lamp here. I'm going to get to it. And yeah, there's another one here, closer to look at. And this one here, it's the old column pole, and the steel door on the end of it, on the end of the column there, and the fat part there, and the other fat part there goes up, and the skinny part goes right up here, and right up there to the pole bracket. And the pole bracket clamps onto the column, and the pole bracket comes up and goes up around that way. That's a Tom Beta 2 55 watt sockets. And before that was installed, for the they're the original poles in this estate, in this area. This is Knockmore Drive, Killinard, Knockmore Drive. And these were the old type of columns, the old type of street lamps. And they were all used to be the old columns in this area when all these houses were built. And there was no front gardens, no back gardens, there was no roads or paths or street lamps when these houses were built, when this area was built at the time. And there was no, imagine you have no driveways, no front gardens, no paths, no roads, no back gardens, just all muck. It's just the houses only had been built. People only had to move into them at the time. It was just the way probably the way the labour was, like back into the late 70s. I'll go back over that there. Sorry about that anyway. It's just, I don't know what happened there, just must have pressed into something. So these houses could have been built around the late 70s into the early 80s, when these houses were banged up when they were built. No front gardens, no back gardens, no roads, no paths or nothing at all. Just all muck outside your hall door, back door. You're walking into your back door, into your kitchen patio door, all muck into your hallway. And no street lamps, because imagine how pitch dark it was. Like this Killinard State was, like all this around, was County Dublin. It was used to be County Dublin at the time when I was living up there. And let's move on over here. And there's another street lamp there. Another street lamp here. There's a Beta 2. Tom Beta 2 55 watt socket fixture. Let's go up to it a bit. Now the gas thing about it, you still have 4 selling. There's as you see, there's a clip part, plastic clip part breaks off them. Because sometimes I sit and show in the last of my videos, these clip parts don't very last, because they always snap and break. They have plastic cable tie there. Another one here to keep the bowl into place so the bowl doesn't fall off it. Now sometimes they have cages on them, and sometimes they have cages on them, especially in this area, and these kids would be lobbing rocks up at them, trying to smash them and breaking the sock shops, smashing the lights, smashing the lamps. And let's go around. Let's go up this way a bit, and let's go over there here a bit. Now let's go here. Let's get this cleared a bit. So sometimes a PC laptop always uses, and there's another Torn Beta 2 55 watt. These columns, they're not the original column poles they were put in when these houses are built. That was the last column pole I was showing you back there where I showed you. And even before that, on the last column pole where I showed you, the old column pole, there used to be the old mercury 125 watt mercury vapor fixtures. And I'm bringing down here back down here again to have a look at that. Down here again, I meant to say back down here. And this one here I'm talking about, I just had to go and buy. I showed you there last few minutes ago. These are the old columns. As you see, these are the old Beta 2. This is something Torn Beta 2 straight light 55 watt socks. When that was placed, that's the old column, and there's the original columns when they were put in when the area was built, when all around this area was built. And they used to be the old fixture 125 watt mercury vapor fixtures on these lamps years ago. The old original lamps, Simplex GE lighting, the one I showed in the last videos. There used to be one of those on these lamps. Used to be one of those Simplex GE lighting, and they put Torn Beta 79s and GEC Latin 125 watt mercury vapor fixtures. Or they put a 70 watt sun into them. They did 125 watt mercury vapor fixtures, and these were the original ones on these columns here. Were Simplex GE 125 watt mercury vapors, and this one the Beta 2 55 watt socks, and that was placed after the GE Simplex GE lighting, and I was taking down this Beta 2 was installed at the time I was seeing that get installed. So I'll go back on up a bit again. The funny thing is that them windows are awful looking. The top bedroom windows, those windows are kind of very awful looking, and you can actually widen those windows. I put 2 double bay windows in them. You can actually do something with these windows, with these houses, likes of these houses. The windows are awful looking. Just one window open, like see, I think these are PVC double glaze windows, because the county councils has putting them windows in recently and took the old wooden windows out, because the other windows were like paper glass. So that's what some people call these houses are paper houses in Killinarden State. Some in Clondalkin, some in top of Ballyfermot, Cherry Orchard as well, and some over in Blanchestown and Coolock and Ballymun. Most of the houses like these in Dublin. And I actually did live in one of these in this area in Killinarden. This is I'm actually on Knockmore Drive. This is Knockmore Drive. So let's come up here a bit. Now, thing is, this corner house here, let's say, some of these houses, the corner house, they might have garages on the big sheds at the side house, like so this house there, because this corner house here has this one here, this corner house looking at there. This actually has 4 bedroom upstairs, 2 separate bedrooms and 2 separate back bedrooms. The bedroom's not that quite big enough. And see, these chimneys on top of the roofs goes like that in the safe shape level. But these are 3 bedrooms. They're the middle house, and the chimney goes like that way. That means it's a corner house in the end of that block that has 4 bedrooms and the chimney's like that, turns that way. The chimney turns that way. That means it's a 4-bedroom house. The corner house, and these are two separate back. That one is the toilet and washing hand basin sink, and the other one is the bath and the shower. Two separate bathrooms on the side. So, see this house here. Then there's another that. This other house there. There's the garage shed at the side of it, and that's obviously that is a 4-bedroom house because there's the chimney. Chimney breast goes that way, and rest the chimney goes the opposite way. These are just 3 bedrooms next door to that corner house. This is 4-bedroom house, and that's the garage on the side of it, and then the extension at the back of it, at the side back, and extension, the little doorway at the extension into the backyard. So yeah, let's go up here a bit. So let's go up here a bit. So that's the yellow house I'm talking about. The corner house, it has 4 bedrooms and the garage at the side of the house. See, somebody will get up, get onto that, or they even hop up onto the garage. Anybody walks past there, they get up onto that, onto the garage on the side of the roof, or they can get onto the wall and on top of this, up on top of the slate roof and the extension, and then hops up there on top of the main roof. Anybody can walk along there, get up onto the main roof, or even climb on this, or walk all the way up with this, and then jumps up on top of that onto the main roof, onto the main roof of the house. Yeah, another street lamp there. These not the original column poles, because these ones that has column doors on the top of it where the lamp is. Beta 2, nothing there. 55 watt socks, Beta 2. And there's the other house up here, the back of the house, where the chimney goes that way. That's the 4-bedroom house. The 4-bedroom house, that's where the chimney goes that way. And the other houses next door to that, these are all just 3-bedroom house. 3 bedrooms and 1 bathroom, stairs, terrace homes. That's just all 3 bedrooms. This corner house has 4 bedrooms, as you know by the chimney goes that way, and 2 separate bathrooms. Friend of my ma's, my ma, my ma worked in a phone sound factory. Friend of hers, she used to live in that house there, and I used to live, before I'll show you where I used to live. See, all up here is just all Killinarden Heights, and there's the mountains up above the houses there. These houses there, just Killinarden Heights, and let's turn around. And this is not a corner house there. This is a 3-bedroom house. I mean, you know, by the chimney breast wall, that's the landing window. And let's go up here. Yeah. And this is the road I used to live on. Let's go up on my road. Yeah, this is the road I used to live on. And I lived there in one of these houses, not the corner house, one of these middle houses. I actually lived there on that block. I lived there in one of these houses there one time before I grew up. And in one of them middle houses there, I actually lived in one of them houses there, in the middle houses. Before I grew up, I only lived there since I was only little. Since I was a kid, before I grew up in my teenagers. And another Torn Beta 2. There's another Torn Beta 2 street light just there, and that one was put up before they took all the other columns down. They're not the original columns there, because like I said, they put these up. They have steel doors, column doors up at the top where the lamp is. And to be quite honest, let's go up here a bit. And I'll tell you something, because this area I lived in, this road I lived in, sorry about that, this area I lived in, because there's an awful lot goes on up around this area, I have to say. But the thing is, but when you're living here on this road, on the street, because Knockmore Green is that's because it says Knockmore Green on say where it says there on the ground. Knockmore Green me because Knockmore is in Killinarden State. Just are all Killinarden. Knockmore Green because it's actually the green I lived on. Your house is facing out onto the field. That's cause the green on the green, and then all over here because see there's even especially up around that area it can be a rough area, dangerous places that nobody walks through if they're not local in that area, because or they could get attacked because because there's an awful lot goes on around these areas. And this is where, and this is another LED fixture comes up here. LED fixtures, I'm not quite sure what these are called. I'll actually Google on them and find out what these ones are. What's the wattage? What's the barcode? The serial code numbers of them. So let's come back down, and this is where I lived on. This is where I lived on this road. And actually lived on this road, on this side of the road. It's where I used to live, facing out onto the field, onto the green. And it's all just be bonfires and everything, burning things on cars and everything on the field. There's an awful lot goes on around us. So just especially this rough area. There's an awful lot goes on around there. So that's the road I lived on. So last time I lived there, that was about 27 years ago. No, sorry, what I'm saying, 37 years ago, and the last time I lived there, I actually moved off this road. So this is where I used to live. So, because if you were to knock at one of these houses here, and so they'd see it. If you knew somebody, if you went to their house and knocked at them and see, what happens is they won't answer you, because they obviously don't know you. The majority of the people that lives around this area, they actually don't know you. They don't take chance on anybody. Because anyone not local, they don't know who you are if you walk through them, walk through this area, because they don't know who you are. And they say to one another, "Jeez, who's say, come on, let's go out and see what your man is. He's not local to be around this area." So and they used to have back lay mace, and there's another street lamp there. This is the old Simplex GE lighting. That's it there. And the old column poles, and the pole bracket goes up like that, around that way. The Simplex GE 125 watt mercury vapor lamps in them. That used, because the reasons there's a lamp there because there was a lamies in the back of them houses, because you used to walk through lamies at the back of these houses at down the end of the backyard. They used to have lamies because the county council just side the block up the lamies, because see you don't know what does be in the lamies. So people who lives in them houses make the end of that back gardens bigger. And let's go around here, take a left turn, and take a left turn around here. Take a left turn around here. So this is, I'm back around onto Knockmore Park. And now look at this there, quite interesting. Another house built onto this corner house. It built onto this corner house, trying to build the exact same window, exact same shape of these houses. Because there's obviously, I think there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 houses in the block, and the last house on this block there, and it has a patio door on the front. I never seen that. Anyone's ever seen anything like that before? A patio door on the front of the house. You don't have a hall door and a sitting room door. It's weird, isn't it? With patio door in the front, obviously because it's not built right. I don't know, because that might be the garage door driveway right into the backyard. And I'll bring you around to have a look at the house. Now I'll bring you around to have a look at the house. And there it is. This is the back of it. There's the back of it. Supposed to be there's no landing window in it. They don't mind that. Don't mind this way this moving. That's no landing window at the side. See the way it has two separate back bedrooms, so I can't see what is a kitchen window as a kitchen door, because there's a built-up brick wall there at the side. So, because there's no chimney on it, because it's only two windows boarded up. Could be a abandoned house, which I can't tell you. I don't know. I cannot tell you. So let's turn around here onto Knockmore Park. And when you come, there's a thing coming down here, quite interesting. Quite interesting. And see, from here, one time what was used to be there, it used to be a little van there that used to sell all sweets and shops and sweets and cigarettes and alcohol. Maybe they sell alcohol, I can't tell you. I'm not too sure, that it's hard for me to tell. They used to sell sweets and cigarettes in there, and there used to be a little van there that used little huff van there, little trailer van there. Used to be always selling sweets and cigarettes. That's gone now. He's gone now. Your man, I knew your man there. One time I lived up there, lived up that way. So let's go down that way. So go down that way and cross over there, and you can see the end of this curly sack there. And this quarry sack there, you can go through here. There's the river bridge, goes over into the Kilnarden estate, and there's the other, as you can see, there's all other different types of houses over there, and other new houses. It's quite change, anyway, it's quite change up here. There you can see the river stream. You can see the river just there going right down through Kilnarden. So that's a basic. That's a basically where. And let's go back up this way. And go ahead, we go back up this way. Now see these houses, looking at these houses here. 1, 2, 3, 4 houses. These are actually, they're all just 3-bedroom house. 3-bedroom house, upstairs 3 bedrooms, 1 bathroom. And this house here, and this house there, you're looking at, this is a corner house here. That's a 4-bedroom house, because see the way there's a chimney, the chimney sticks that way, goes that way, that direction. That means it tells you that's a corner house. Some of these are corner houses, and molten chimneys go straight that way. These are the rest is just all 3-bedroom next door to the corner house. The chimney goes that way. And that's it. Sometimes it takes about a while to get to, and that's the road going back up and Knockmore, and that's the road I lived on along up there. One of these houses, and the house facing out onto the green. I actually lived there one time. That was 37 years ago, before I grew up, before I was grown up. And this, I'm not coming on to, there used to be a priest's house there. I don't know why they just tore it down, pulled it down, because the priest, it used to be a priest's house living there one time. I actually do remember the priest's name was Father Gallagher. Nobody liked him because he tortured him out there, because I don't know what happened there at that time, because everyone around this area, they all hated him, because there used to be a priest's house there. They demolished and knocked it down. They got him out there. His name is Father Gallagher. He wasn't a very pleasant priest at all around this local area for the people, the majority people, for the people in this area, because everyone around this area hated him. Since he hated him. So let's go back up this way. I'm on Knockmore Avenue. Kilnarden Knockmore Avenue. So you come out this way, and all up here is just all schools. There's schools I used to, local primary schools. That's the schools. That's local primary schools up this way. This is where I used to go to myself, in the local primary schools. Up that way, is where I used to go to. And let's come up through Knockmore Avenue. Yeah, that's all just part of the local primary school. That's where I used to go to. And you have a little tiny shop there I'm going to show you next. You have a tiny little shop here. This is the shop I'm talking about. It's only, you've only have one little shop in this area. You have no chippers, there's the little shop there. You only one little shop in an area in the state that I lived in before I grew up. So that you've only have that one shop there. So there's just that's just part of the primary schools where I used to go to. Let's go up here. And let's go up here. And I just turn. And this here is where the nuns used to live, the nun's house. The priest's house used to be down the end of Knockmore Avenue. He was a hatred man named Father Gallagher. So these are the nun's house. That's the nun's house there, that's where the nuns used to live. So you used to have local priests and local nuns in the area. And with the school, the primary school I used to go to. So let's come up this way, up onto and let's come up this way. And these are all actually new houses there. Don't know whether they're apartments or houses, hard to tell. Yeah, look like they are, look like houses or apartments. These could be apartments there, I reckon. And these are their houses there. So they're not long up, they're only new. These are only new, they're not long up. So I'll go up this way. And let's have a look up this way. And that's all Kilnarden Heights. Yeah, Kilnarden Heights, it says there on the road. And that's some mountains up that way. It's all mountains up that way. And up this street lamp here. And this is this one here is a Philips SGS 203. Philips SGS 203, the 150 watt SON MBF in this. That was about 4 years ago. That was installed. He took down a torn alpha for putting the Philips SGS one up. That's when they took down an alpha 4 and installed this Philips SGS 203. That was installed up a few years ago. And let's come all the way up this way. And the street lamps on Kilnarden Heights. These were years ago. At the time I lived up there, they used to be all torn Alpha 9s. They're the original lamps they were put in Kilnarden Heights. All these houses were built. When all these houses were built, and used to have the old torn beat the 79s 125 watt mercury vapor fixtures. And these lamps here, these are all LEDs now. And when these houses were built, and out onto the main road here, goes out onto the main road here. These were used to be torn Alpha 9s on these lamps, and now there's a torn Alpha 4, and the next one down here, the next one there, I think it's a 150 watt sun MBF fixture. Whatever what sun lamp is in there, because I know that's a sodium lamp. So let's go up a bit. Let's go up a bit. The rest just all turn alpha force 90 watt sox fixtures. And rest just all turn alpha for 90 watt sox fixtures. And these before that, they used to be all turn alpha 9s. They were all smashed and broken to pieces, and we were replacing and putting turn alpha 4s, and out goes to turn alpha 9s. And this one down here, another LED fixture. And be just right beside a bus stop. There's a bus stop just there, because there's an awful lot goes on up around this area. Rob cars and stuff rallying up and down this area, Kilnarden Heights, pulling handbrakes and corners and all. So I'll be back. And that's how you'd see it. And this lamp here comes up here, show you. And there's another one, another sun MBF, 150 watt sun MBF fixture. Maybe 100 watt sun, 150 watt sun, and that's on that's still out. I'm still out on the main road on Kilnarden Heights, and over there these are just other new different types of houses, other new types of houses. And I'll come back. Yeah, rest of these houses here is just all 3-bedroom houses. No, I don't see a 4-bedroom. I don't see a 4-bedroom house. Upstairs 3-bedroom, 1 bathroom. Upstairs, downstairs, all big kitchen, sitting room. And these lollipop things on the road, they're for pedestrian crossing, and they just, or that's just the light and lamping that just flashes on and off to stop the cars, give the cars the direction to stop the person's walking. And the orange flashlight in that pedestrian crossing. Still on Kilnarden Heights. And there's another one there. I think that's where the nuns used to live there. We went past it there a few minutes ago. There's the other turn alpha and 4 street lamp, 90 watt sox fixture. So let's go down here a bit. This is where all the Dublin buses pulls in this area there, and the route is back on the road again. Going past there in the main road. And what was I going to say? There's a funny thing here. It used to be a chipper van here one time. A chipper van there used to be there one time, just on the side of this road there. Used to be along here. Used to be a chipper van there. You had no local chippers in the area, because when we moved here, when these houses, when this estate was built, these houses were built over there. When these houses were built, you have no shopping centres, it's just you have no shops. You have shops in Tallaght. You have to walk all the way down Dunsars, Kilmanagh shopping centre, and village, Tallaght village centre. Tallaght Village, the old Tallaght Village, was a supermarket place there. It's all Lidl's there now. It has everything, and Tallagh's changed. The square Tallaght wasn't there yet, and the Tallaght Hospital wasn't even there yet after the square was built. There was actually absolutely nothing up around there. It's only just the houses and the mountains, and that was it. And you just had to walk all the way. When you go shopping, it's very hard to get the bus from bus stop there. It's very hard to get the bus all the way down to the village and down to Kilmanagh to do a bit of shopping. You had to walk miles all the way down from the area, from your local area. And it was tough in them days, because like Tallaght has everything now. It has square, different types of shopping centres, football stadium. The time I lived up there was nothing. So when you come at the end of this road there, this This was used to be the old back road. And coming out from the state, and when you go turn right down that way, you lead you onto Tallaght bypass, and over there Springfield, Jobstown, and coming out there, this was used to be the old back road, like a country road. Like when I lived up around there at the time, this was all County Dublin. And you take a left turn, say if you're going to take a left turn, and you come up this way. And you see, if you come up this way, and you come up this way, and there's the local Jobstown House, the local pub, Jobstown House restaurant, has restaurant, bar and all in it. Yeah, there's the local Jobstown House restaurant pub. That's all just do there. That bus stop is still there. It's very hard to get, if you're going into town from Tallaght, it's very hard to get the bus into town in them days. In them days, when I lived up there, I lived up around that way. And there's 1, 2, 3 LED street lamps on top of this. That's only new. And quite interesting is there's a board sitting on top of it, a crow, maybe it's a crow or a magpie or a crow that's in it. It looked like a crow to me, alright. Coming down this way, this is all on the all new path, new trees now, new roads. This used to be the old back country road, and this is all County Dublin. See over there, this side, see all these houses, they weren't there when I lived up there. And the garage over there, that wasn't there. So they're all new up there. They weren't there. That was just all backfields, and these were the back roads. This used to be the old country back road. It's all completely changed here now. There's a bus stop over there this side, and turn this way, and there's the Jobstown House, and the Jobstown House there, and the car park is just around at the back. You can see it from there. You can actually just see it from there. You can actually just see it from here. So, and this is we only just got down to Clondalkin, and we're on the Cold Cut Road, and this is another different area. This is Clondalkin. Just got out of I'm only after just getting out of Tallaght down to Clondalkin, and I recognise this road. I'm on the Cold Cut Road on my PC laptop, coming up this way. Let's come up this way, and on the Cold Cut Road into Clondalkin, and then straight on up. Let's go straight on up, and you get to the end of this road here. There's a big main roundabout here, and there's the main roundabout here, and that's the main roundabout there. And from the Cold Cut Road, and yeah, that's the main roundabout. So sometimes this roundabout can be very dangerous. And there was a young fella, there was a fella on a horse. One time, what happened there? One time, there was a fella on a horse, and he was killed on this roundabout. A bus drove straight into a fella on a horse, and the bus driver, Dublin bus driver, it was too late for him to stop, and the fella on the horse in front of him came cut straight out in front of a Dublin bus driver, and it was too late for the driver to stop, and the horse knocked onto the ground, and the fella was killed. My sister used to go up this way. She used to travel on the bus going to her friend's house. Her friend lived up this way in Clondalkin. This is Clondalkin. I'm in the Clondalkin area now. This is Clondalkin area, because if her friend lives in Clondalkin, her friend used to pal with a friend in Clondalkin one time, and seeing the incident happened there. The fella on the horse was killed by a bus, cut out in front of a bus driver, and it was too late for the driver to stop. And let's say you go up this way, it's up Fonthill Road. Fonthill Road is just straight on up that way. So when you go straight on up this way, and you get to another roundabout on Ballyfermot Road and Power City and all different shopping centres, you go into the gateway, and you have all different shops there. And you go up this way, and so if you go up this way, take a left turn from the roundabout and up Neilstown Road in Clondalkin. And this is the rest of the houses here. That's not like Tallaght, but this is Clondalkin. Most of these houses just be going on fire up there this way. And let's go up here, and we run up this way, up Neilstown Road. And there's another Torn Alpha 4 on the main road, 91 Sox fixture. Coming up this way. And these what we see here, these are blocks apartments. They're not long there. And they're not long there. No, I don't know what that is. I have no idea. No idea what that is. It's probably there about 20 years. These are just new blocks apartments. They're not long there. But the houses across the road, the houses are there already, but up on Neilstown Road. Neilstown Road, Clondalkin. These are another new apartments there. They're not long there. They're only new. Not long there. I'm coming up this way towards Finch's Pub. And if you recognise Finch's Pub, and go zoom back out again, another roundabout here. And there's another little small apartments out there. They're only new. They're not long there. We can see the houses are there, but these are not. This is not long there. But they were there. The houses are long there. Neilstown Road, Clondalkin. So we only have just come from Tallaght down to Clondalkin. Yeah, these are like apartments. They're weird, isn't it? Because you might, I don't know, that might be a bathroom or downstairs loo, or that's the hallway. Could be a bedroom. I'm not quite sure what. I am not quite sure percent what these are. And they're not long there. Coming up on Neilstown Road. These you have bookies, and you probably have bookies and shopping centre, Spar shopping centre. You have all different shops there. Super Value shop there. That they weren't there. Super Value off license and things like that. And let's come up here. An old friend of mine I went to school with, and I think he used to live over there in that corner house there. This corner house there. I've been bringing around to an old friend of mine that he used to live in this corner house there. Don't know whether he still lives there or not. It's just hard to say. It's only one of these hard to say. Coming up Neilstown Road, and this place here, this used to be the sports centre, basketball centre, and it's all done up. It used to be this always was a basketball centre, and it's all actually done up now. And that's it there. I think that's where the nuns and priests lived there, in these two houses there. And that's it there. And let's go up a bit and turn around. And turn around and yeah, that's it there. That's the